Over 450 years ago, when ships sailed across dangerous oceans and the world was still largely unexplored, a remarkable man arrived on the shores of Goa. His name was Saint Francis Xavier. Born in the Kingdom of Navarre in present-day Spain, Francis was intelligent, ambitious, and dreamed of success. As a young man studying in Paris, he wanted fame and a comfortable life. But everything changed when he met Saint Ignatius of Loyola, who challenged him with a simple question. What will it profit a man if he gains the whole world but loses his soul? Those words stayed in Francis's heart forever. In 1542, after a long and dangerous sea voyage, Francis arrived in Goa. What he saw shocked him. Many poor people were sick, abandoned, and had little access to education. Instead of living comfortably among the wealthy, Francis chose to walk through villages, care for the sick, teach children, and help the needy. Every morning he carried a small bell through the streets. When children heard the bell, they ran toward him eagerly. He taught them prayers, stories of faith, and lessons about kindness and compassion. Soon, people across Goa began to know him as a man who truly cared for everyone, regardless of their background. But Francis's mission did not stop in Goa. Driven by an extraordinary desire to help others, he traveled thousands of kilometers across Asia to India, Sri Lanka, Malacca, and Japan. He crossed stormy seas, faced illness, hunger, and loneliness, yet never gave up. One of the most famous stories tells of a violent storm at sea. As terrified sailors prayed for survival, Francis calmly held a crucifix and prayed. According to tradition, the storm suddenly weakened, and the ship was saved. Many saw it as a miracle. Years later, while trying to reach China, Francis became seriously ill on a small island called Shangchuan Island. There, far from home, he died in 1552 at the age of just 46. But an astonishing event followed. When his body was brought back to Goa months later, it was found to be remarkably preserved. People considered this a sign of holiness. Today, his sacred remains rest in the magnificent Basilica of Bom Jesus, where millions of pilgrims and visitors come every year. Even after centuries, the story of Saint Francis Xavier continues to inspire people. He left behind wealth, comfort, and fame to serve others with courage, faith, and love. His legacy remains deeply woven into the history and culture of Goa, making him one of the most beloved saints in India. And that is why, even today, Goa remembers Saint Francis Xavier as the saint who crossed oceans to touch hearts.